Scully, I see you. Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is called Ree's Blissful Connections, and this is a creator who's a professional educator, a homeschooling mom, and somebody who brings us a lot of variety and interesting series in the middle of their videos. First of all, they've got a shorts video almost hitting 5,000 views, which is great to see, but we see a lot of variety in the shorts here. As well, when we dig through their videos, we're going to find some newer video. Actually, they got a brand new video. They put this out just moments ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. They're talking a lot about homeschooling lately. We might get ideas about time management or organization and things like that. Over the Christmas season, they did a series of self-care videos, which were a little bit different. And then if we trace back to the beginnings of their channel, just over 6 months ago, we find a lot more homeschooling and professional education videos. Now, I hope everybody will connect with Ree's Blissful Connections. They are an enthusiastic creator who supports all of my channels. And the reason why I mention that is so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. So we'd love to push Ree's Blissful Connections towards the 1,300 subscribers that we know they must be thinking about. So thank you everybody for coming in. I'll ask you for a favor today. I changed the volume on the microphone, and that's in an effort to hopefully help me stop yelling into the camera. This is why I lose my voice some of the time. So please let me know if it is distorted or if anything's wrong with the mic. If it sounds good, then we're all good. Scully's House of Thrillers is somebody who's been a friend a very long time. I'm thinking close to 3 years, actually. I could be mistaken. But lately, we've been running into each other in all kinds of other people's premieres and live streams, and they've been looking forward to catching a stream, but they missed the last few, so it's good to have you here. They were making me laugh in the chat. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom like he always is. He has a birthday coming up on Saturday. We won't be streaming that day, so I hope everybody will take some time either today or before Saturday to wish Scratch and PPA a happy birthday. We all know that Tuber Chat wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for his help. We have a lot of very dedicated and loyal moderators that have been friends of mine literally for years, every single one of them. We don't have a lot, but the many that we don't have many, but the lot that we do have are very much versed in all things YouTube, and they go out of their way to make extra care when it comes to the Tuber Chat live streams, for which I'm grateful. There's Corinne's Life as well, a member and a moderator from Nova Scotia. I'll get her on the wheel right now. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Fairbrick Studio and Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook were early in the door with Canadian Family Life and 49 More, which is a channel I'm still getting to know. Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart is on the wheel with Butler Family Farm. Home Bartending with John is about to be added. Live Large with L Crew is in the house. Lisa J. Stocks is here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And the author that reads to you, yes, there you go, Scully's House of Thrillers. For those of you who like horror and more, you'll enjoy Scully's House of Thrillers. Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen from Australia, dropped a super chat right before we started there, and they've done that kind of thing countless times before. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated always, but for that reason, we will put their channel up next before I start spinning the wheel. Pixie Dust Traveler, good to have you here. Pretty Witty and Risky is in the house. You might be able to almost see, I think your playlist is still running in the background there. Pretty Witty and Risky is somebody who's out supporting other creators constantly, but has been giving us some help on our music channel lately, along with Jessie Miller. Unboxings and more. She has a special unboxing tomorrow that will be premiering at 3:30 Eastern, so I'm hoping everybody will catch that. I've literally got an alarm set on my phone to make sure I catch it. We always can't catch every single thing everybody does, but we put the notification bell on for every single channel in the spirit of catching as much content from each other as we can. Martin Miller 1998 is a brand new channel here in Superchat, and I did go and look at it. They've got quite a few videos. They've just started with subscribers, but it's good to have you here. And for anybody that is brand new today, first of all, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one. It's okay. I'll take it. Okay. Yeah. If you meet people one by one and take your time, you'll meet plenty of friendly friends and family members for your channel. In the same way that, pardon me, well, you'll meet plenty of friendly new friends and family members for your channel, if you would like to. Sorry, I got distracted for a quick second here. Grinch is in the house, the vampire. Good to see you here. Cool Gamer, always good to have you in the house. Backyard Trucker was early in the door today. Becoming Vermont, good to have you back. Jan Hines is a longtime friend. Simply Vigo brings us delicious vegan meal ideas. Forever Goshlin 3004. Good to see you in the house. And forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time with Tuber Chat. And I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. Now, Scully's House of Thrillers also dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at that channel right after Doof Doof Paranormal. Let's get Karen from Australia up on the screen right now. And they've done, like I said, that kind of thing plenty of times before, countless times actually. It's a Cruise Life. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Just take another second, see, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. And it looks like we're good to go. I think I haven't missed anybody. Rushing Wind Mountain is here. Reese Blissful Connections, I'm glad you're here. That was your channel featured first today. I am back to featuring a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the Tuber Chat community and outside in the YouTube streets, as a matter of fact. So again, thank you everybody for being here. And thank you for those thumbs up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Jamie Marie Crafts, I've got you on the wheel. Oodles and Caboodles of Crafts, it's good to see you here. And then Michael's Adventures is a longtime friend of well over 3.5 years now. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator who always sends his regards on the days that he can't be with us just due to a work schedule. Broken Hearts Ministry, forgive me, Gail, I did see you there. Actually, didn't I catch you just a couple of hours ago on somebody else's stream? I was in and out of a handful of different things today. Charlene Heel, good to have you in the house. And I have, before we start talking about channels, I got the smallest bit of very exciting news, as a matter of fact. I did a test today. A couple of weeks ago, I tried the new vertical live features. You've been able to go vertical live on YouTube, if that makes sense, for a very long time. We're just talking having your phone in portrait mode as opposed to landscape, right? So a couple of weeks ago I tried one as the hype started building. Jessie Miller and Corinne's Life were talking about that stuff quite a bit. I'm lucky to know both of them behind the scenes a little bit. And I gave it a try and did not have success using Streamlabs to get the vertical live into the shorts feed. Some of you know now that when you stream vertically, you may, especially if you're using the YouTube app, be featured in the shorts feed, and anybody can pause a short and then click a live button and find all kinds of live streams that are in vertical format. So today I tried again because I noticed some news from YouTube in the YouTube studio on one of the channels that I run. I forget which one it was. And some of you will likely see that piece of news, and they seem to really be promoting Vertical Live now. So we tried it again today, and it worked, and I'm so excited. So I set the live stream up with the YouTube app, but I scheduled it for a few minutes later, hooked it in with Streamlabs. Those of you who use Streamlabs or Prism will know what I'm talking about, and then it showed up in the Shorts feed as it was supposed to. So the good news about that is you have the potential to reach a wider audience now, because people who are flipping through Shorts might accidentally come across your live stream, or people who are looking for vertical live streams might find you, and it brings bursts of new viewers. So all of the good and bad that comes along with a burst of new viewers comes with it. But if you wanted to give that a try, I would basically recommend it. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Cruise Nuts, good to see you here. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is in the house. I just put you on the wheel with Charlene Heel. And let's talk about Doof Doof Paranormal. Now, Karen from Australia does a lot of StreamYard panels. I see they've got a featured video here. I'm just going to put that in my special catch-up playlist so I can keep caught up with her. Live streams feature StreamYard panels with other paranormal investigators and lots of talk about the unexplained, as well as paranormal investigations and things like that. Now, Shorts on this channel, I've talked about ever since this creator first came into the TuberChat family. Doof Doof Paranormal puts extra production value into their Shorts videos. Now, I'm not going to run it, but you see what I'm talking about there with that animation that came up right away. And I think that if we put extra effort into basically every production, but including Shorts, then we might have a better shot at getting farther in retention, if that makes sense. What I mean is, when people are drawn to the animations that happen in lots of video productions, it could hold their attention longer. This is something we know from mobile games. Anybody that plays any games on their phone knows that they're full of animations. The phone themselves have animations all the time. Your apps like slide open and they close with a little animation. You can swipe things back and forth and up and down and everything else. That's all done by design. So anything we can do to provide visual enhancements will help. Even somebody like myself, I've done about 70 Shorts videos now that I can think of, and have not had great success yet, but most of what I've put out is just standing there with a camera filming something like a duck walking across the street. You can't expect hundreds of thousands of views for something like that, although anything's possible. Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's Cassie, our dear friend from Oracles and Beyond. It's D Bankroll, good to see you in the house. And I'll be interested to know, if you don't mind sharing with me, it's D Bankroll, if you find that changing your production in your Shorts has a positive effect or negative effect. I'd love to know. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. And when we look at Doof Doof Paranormal, so that's one thing I wanted to point out, because this channel gave me an opportunity to see that right away. I see she's got a few more videos here as well, so I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm not sure which one went into my catch-up list there, but I'll put the latest one in there. I'll try to keep caught up. It's almost impossible when we start following hundreds of other creators, but the best we can do is as much as we can for everybody. As long as we're all doing that, everybody will be just fine. Doof Doof Paranormal is an example, as they're getting close to 900 subscribers, which is going to put them officially on the road to 1K. It's an exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey, so hopefully we'll push them along. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're sorting fact from fiction, bringing us history, research, and truth. So this obviously is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I hope you'll connect with her. And thank you again for another super chat, Doof Doof Paranormal. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated always. And Scully's House of Thrillers dropped a super chat for us as well right after we started. So we'll talk about that channel in a second. It's me, Joyful Julie Cooking. Good to see you in the house. That's Joyful Julie, who just renamed her channel slightly. The 70s Culture has been giving us a ton of help on our music channel. That is Now It's Dark, with a second channel. And for those of you who wonder what on earth I'm talking about, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a separate channel for that where we run a virtual 24-hour live stream. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. There's a video game going. Everybody can participate, and you'll find download links in the descriptions for most of the songs on the channel. It's available on all major music platforms like Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, iTunes, Google Music, and YouTube Music, and everything else. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, as long as everybody is still here. Oh, it's a new channel, says Joyful Julie Cooking. Forgive me, I thought that was Joyful Julie, a creator that we already know, but I might be mistaken. So thank you for mentioning that. So just please let me know if it's the same creator, or if that's a brand new channel from a different creator than what I keep talking about here. Scully's House of Thrillers is up on the screen. I'm going to talk about their channel for a second. In the meantime, if you would like to swap playlists with other creators in the chat right now for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Okay, thank you, Joyful Julie. I figured that it was, but I was mistaken about the channel name. But thank you for clarifying that, so we know that we'll look at Joyful Julie when we get a chance to look at that channel. And Life in the Piedmont Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. She Stole My Thunder is a dear friend from Montreal. I've got them on the wheel now, and thank you for a super chat as well. Actually, you know what? I'm drinking green tea right now. I'm in a new location lately, and I gave a sneak peek to a few friends on my personal channel. She Stole My Thunder was there today, and the receptionist here, we were talking about tea and coffee and everything else. They gave me a licorice root tea, which I don't drink a ton of this stuff, but I'm trying to get into the habit of having like a green tea every day. When I'm doing Tuber Chat, I usually have 2 drinks going at the same time, and yes, I like everything rich, so the bag is always in. But I have these mugs, both of which were made by Corinne's Life, which she's in the chat right now as a member and a moderator. She makes mugs and hats and shirts and things like that. We'll talk about that later. But I always have a cold drink and a warm drink with me so that we can keep the voice going for 3 hours. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. So Scully's House of Thrillers is a channel I've got to catch up with, but this is somebody who's been a friend of a long time. As a matter of fact, so long, this is the first time we're looking at their channel since I started putting notification bells on for everyone, which is probably a couple years ago. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and over 4,400 subscribers. So you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. So they've blown right past that. So let's have a look at their videos. They literally say the author that reads to you. And when you have a look, books on tape with a twist, or your favorite story read out loud, Scully's House of Thrillers. Pardon me. There's quite a bit here for everybody to read, so I'll leave it to you to have a look at that. I'm going to go through one of their latest videos here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to, like I said, keep caught up with creators or get caught up. They've got some shorts here as well, so they've just started with these, but they're already moving into hundreds of views, which is great to see. Lots of live streams here, so they were even live yesterday. They're live frequently. It looks like almost every day lately, which is great to see. Some ASMR there as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scully's House of Thrillers. Like I said, it's great to have them on the screen here today. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And then we've been chasing each other around for a little while now. But I've run into them constantly supporting other creators. So I mention that so that you understand what kind of support you can expect back from a longtime friend like this. Cooking and Vibing with Tea, thank you so much for a super chat, and thank you for coming back in. For that reason, I'm going to put their channel up next. I just spun the wheel, so Butler Family Farm is up right now. They're here with us just about every single stream. That's Jerry and Susan with a brand new logo, by the way. And we'll talk about that in a quick second. I noticed it last time, but I didn't mention it, so pardon me for that. Cooking and Vibing with Tea, I'm just going to get you queued up and ready to go. You do not know, for everybody here in the chat, you do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. But as a little bit of a bonus, we speed things up by putting super chatters on the screen right away in order. And then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Woman Outdoors, good to see you in the house. Another longtime friend. And gaming with Debbie, good to see you here. Simple Things, good to see you here. Josh from Scotland. And for anybody that's brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Thanks to Scratch and PPA. Pardon me, I can't tell you how much help he gives me by catching probably all, but maybe most of the mistakes that I make, and I promise you I make as many as anybody. Luckily, we're all friends here, but She Stole My Thunder should have been up right now because they dropped a super chat earlier, and forgive me because we had the whole talk about tea and coffee. So She Stole My Thunder will be next. Cooking and Vibing with Tea will come up after that, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading and farming goodness. Bees are coming to the farm in around March. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, and chickens for us to enjoy, as well as special guests that come by the farm. Jerry and Susan themselves, some cats and dogs that they've got for pets, and if ever family is coming around, then we'll get to see that as well. But they actually go to great lengths to visit other people. They've brought us a lot of meetups, both large and small, with other creators. Henry Leslie Vermont, good to see you here. And Silent Silver, good to have you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, as long as everybody's still active in the chat. We should get around to everybody. So Butler Family Farm is well over 3,400 subscribers right now, and you heard me say it already, but for channels of this size, we know there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by. That is a beautiful looking logo, isn't it? Let's see if I can pull a maneuver here. Some of you won't be able to see this if you're on a phone, but I'm going to show you a quick trick here. If you ever lost the file for your avatar or wanted to know how to get it, what you can do is this little trick. You can right click on the avatar on a YouTube page. This only works on a browser, of course. Open the image in a new tab, and then in the URL there's a little piece here. You have to look for it because there's lots of numbers and letters jumbled. It doesn't seem to make any sense, but there's one place here that says equals S176. Yours might not say 176, it might say something else. But if we put that to equals S1024, now we get a nice, big, beautiful version of that avatar. So that's just a little hack and a trick for you. If you wanted to mark the time, we're 27 minutes into episode number 686 of Tuber Chat, so that you can go back and watch that part if you need to see that. Butler Family Farm, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they've got a brand new video from yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. You can see lots of outdoor content. They take us around the farm and show us all of the different things they need to do. They give us a look into their lives as well. Jerry sometimes is working in the shop. Otherwise, they're outside looking after the farm and the livestock. Sometimes they bring us indoors to give us a chance to get to know them. There's Butler Family Farm Jerry on Garden State Gardener's channel. Jerry and Susan will give us a chance to get to know them in live streams like this, where they're hanging out, and the conversation can go anywhere. They also do, like I said, a lot to bring us meetups, and they've done this many times, where they go to either these Ozark meetups or the Mid-America meetup from last year. There was 80 channels of supporters and creators, and then often StreamYard panels as well. You'll see a lot of familiar faces on their channel. They want to help everybody grow and introduce us to new channels. They got some shorts here that are really starting to move. They got a couple over 10,000 now, one over 25,000. And some of these have really enhance the growth of the channel, if that makes any sense. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. Obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Like I said, they're here with us just about every single day as well. I know a lot of people are. I don't recognize it every single time, but I know Butler Family Farm's been making a lot of effort to try to be here as often as they can, like a lot of people do. So, next up, She Stole My Thunder, and thank you again for another super chat. And I will put that into the coffee and tea fund. And She Stole My Thunder comes to us from Montreal. This is a creator who is overwhelmingly generous as a supporter, both to me and to us. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push her towards the 1,800 subscribers she's thinking about. And then, yeah, Silent Silver. No, this is actually real today. Yeah, I moved into a new office. So I had been using a green screen because I usually stream from at least a couple of different places. I split my time between close to Toronto, where I tend to work a few days a week, usually, and then Niagara Falls, Ontario, where I live, which is about an hour and a half away. So now I've got an office that I'll be at much of the time, and this brings us better internet, as well as hopefully a lot more content as well. So we'll keep that in mind. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And She Stole My Thunder. The last video that I just watched was a review of the Barbie movie. Now, I have to be honest with you. For me personally, that movie's like very far towards the bottom of my list of movies that I'll ever make an effort to watch. But it is interesting to hear a perspective. That's the first time in all this time that I've actually heard a review of that movie talking about the idea. So spoiler alerts here from somebody who hasn't seen it, but I can tell you she describes the idea that there's a Barbie world and then there's the real world. Barbie's able to get into the real world and have an adventure. It's a little much for me, but I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy it. And as a matter of fact, this Christmas, I forget if it was Christmas or my birthday, they happen at the same time, but I got the Barbie soundtrack on vinyl. I still collect vinyl records, if you could believe that. Regional Sky Girl, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Wayne's World Unlimited from the UK and Xbox Quackers. Good to see you here. When we look at She Stole My Thunder, they review books, art, and movies regularly, but they actually do a lot more. When we get into the live streams, we see a couple of tutorials here for Canva, which is a popular app and website that I talk about often, where you can find very professional looking templates for thumbnails and banners for your YouTube channel, and She Stole My Thunder is going to give you a couple tutorials on how to use that in amongst the rest of the live stream. So there's more variety here as well, and then some shorts videos that are getting into hundreds of views. Hopefully we'll see some more. And then I took the latest horoscope video, which is something new for them. I put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see what they've come up with in their latest production. And then let's get cooking and vibing with tea ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. And what we'll do right now is go on break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with cooking and vibing with tea. I just saw another channel come in. It's a Cruise Life is here. I think they were already here. Tamika Davis, good to have you in the house. That's an incredible supporter as well. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we are back and looking at Cooking and Vibing with T, who actually took over our stream boss position with a super chat earlier. And what happens there is every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure. So that will be Cooking and Vibing with T. They're longtime friends, actually, and you can see that they've got 2,600 subscribers now, which is great to see. They also have a video in their featured position here, so I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. It's one I haven't seen yet, and then we'll start heading into their videos. So this channel is dedicated to their mom, great-grandparents, grandparents, as they recognized and nurtured their passion for cooking at the tender age of 6. I didn't know that before. Forgive me if that was there and I never actually read that, but that's really interesting. We hear all kinds of different stories about why people start YouTube channels, and that's an inspiring one. I'm just going to grab the latest video, Homemade Strawberry Pineapple Lemonade Punch. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That looks like something that's going to be very enjoyable, especially with summer coming around the corner. And then we can have the fight over whether whether pineapple belongs on pizza alongside pepperoni or anything else. But does pineapple belong in punch? I think absolutely it does. Now, let's look at more of the delicious looking content on this channel. The thumbnails are just out of control here, which is great. It's good that you're taking such vibrant pictures of this food. And then when we get into shorts videos, we're going to see some of these have done really well. 6,000, 9,000, 10,000, which is great, and more delicious looking content throughout the channel. So that's wonderful. You know, even at my age, I believe I might be older than everybody thinks, or a lot of people think, but I still aspire to this day to be better in the kitchen. So I'm glad that we have some baking and cooking channels to help us with that. Let's think about spinning the wheel, and then we'll get another channel ready to go here. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up. I'll talk about their channel in a quick second. They're another longtime friend. They're here every day as well. Now, She Stole My Thunder just dropped a bunch of gifted memberships. So thank you for that. 5 gifted memberships. That's an incredibly generous thing to have done. You know, absolutely unnecessary. I always appreciate things like that. I never want to solicit, of course. But She Stole My Thunder has displayed that kind of generosity for a very long time. So I'm certainly grateful here. I know everybody that connects with them will be happy to have their support as well. Silent Silver, Henry Leslie Vermont, Now It's Dark, which is the second channel from the 70s culture, and Jonathan Sturgill picked those up. So for any of those creators, as well as our dear friend Michael's Adventures that are in the chat, I will get them onto the wheel. So Now It's Dark is here. And like I said, that's a second channel from the 70s culture, but we'll talk about that when we get their channel up. Wilby's Travel is here. Tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. I hope I said hello. I know you came in right before we went on break there. Ms. Birdie Show, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And again, for anybody that's brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then the mother and daughter duo, it's good to see you in the house. Rushing Wind Mountain comes to us from the Pacific Northwest. They're almost at 2,600 subscribers, so they're doing really well. They bring us pleasing visuals and audio, whether it is nature or wildlife. If we dig through some of their shorts, we're going to find some humorous moments, and some of these have done really well, getting into 5,000, 6,000, even over 9,000 views. And then live streams are something that they've been doing lately as well. I caught them for the first couple. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one again soon. We got notification bells on for every channel that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And, pardon me for a quick second. Did I not? I don't think I got Just Jason Keto and More on the wheel yet. I don't know when that short came out. Today I was looking at some shorts. I don't watch as many shorts as some people might think, just because I'm on a computer all the time. If I'm on YouTube, I'm almost always on a computer. But I was doing a test today with some shorts and vertical live stream and things like that. And I ended up running into a shorts video from Just Jason Keto and More. And I knew as soon as I saw the thumbnail what it was going to be. So I'll try to remember to talk about that when I pull it up. He's got some great skills in the kitchen as well. Pardon me just for 1 second. And then we'll continue with Rushing Wind Mountain. So like I said, getting close to 2,600 subscribers. This is Ruby, when you hear people saying hello to Ruby and all sorts of different premieres and live streams, because Rushing Wind Mountain is out there supporting all kinds of people. They're here in Tuber Chat just about every single day as well, for which I'm grateful. I know not everybody can be here every single day or for hours at a time every time we stream. I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello, drop a thumbs up or run the stream in the background. We got a few friends that do that. Jaden is watching all the time, my dear friend of over 3.5 years as well. Rambling with the Brooms, good to see you in the house. Let me get Scott's channel onto the wheel. He is here as a member and a moderator. I'm clicking all over the place here, and things don't want to do what I want them to. Izzy, I've got you on the wheel, by the way. MOY Bird Farm, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So let me spin the wheel, and we will get ready for our next channel. Thank you again. She stole my thunder for those gifted memberships. She actually became a member on my personal channel as well. If any of you haven't seen that, I'll drop a video on Saturday. My link is dropped every half hour or so around here anyway. Wilma 2U1, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Charlene Heel is coming up right now. This is a longtime friend of what I think is 3.5 years as well. The reason why I mention this all the time, I don't remember 100%, how long every channel's been with Tuber Chat. And I make mistakes all the time, I'm sure. But I hope everybody can take inspiration from the idea that I literally lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on. Because I can tell you that there are generous people waiting to support you that you have not met yet. That goes for everybody. And, I hope that you have, take that as something to look forward to, because it's absolutely true. Anybody who's been on YouTube and has maybe more than 100 subscribers already knows that there are people who are giving them more support than they would have imagined when they first started their channels. So Charlene Heel has been a dear friend for a very long time. I actually just joined her for a live stream a couple of weeks ago with some more familiar faces. I'm going to grab her latest video on this channel that brings us wellness coaching and put that in that special catch-up playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and she's working on 1,600 subscribers right now. She's got some shorts on this channel that give us bite-sized inspiration. They've gotten into 4,000 and 5,000 views, and then live streams. So if I look through the last couple of weeks, you'll see 3 weeks ago, there's Serenity Studio Art. There is Angel Light Over Darkness 33, and I'm there with Charlene Heel as well. What we were talking about in that live stream that went on for a couple of hours is the mistakes that YouTubers make, including us, and especially myself. I said I make as many mistakes as just about anybody. I even told a pretty funny story about the last video that I published that's full of mistakes. And some of it doesn't matter. That's the thing, that's the point I was trying to get across, right? But we can also help people hopefully avoid a few simple mistakes. So if you wanted to go back and watch that, hopefully you'll find it informative. Now, Charlene Heal's got a couple of other channels, but we'll look at one of them right now. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is where she brings wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. It's basically complementary content to her original channel. And of course, you recognize Charlene Heal as soon as you get here. When we get into the shorts on this channel, these have gotten into 5,000 and even 6,000 views. And then live streams are frequent. Sometimes she'll simulcast, but most often the channels are separated. So hopefully everybody will connect with Charlene Heal and Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So It's the Bankroll is up here right now. Now they said that they were going to think about putting some extra effort into some of their shorts videos coming up. And then Backyard Trucker passed that 100. I think they mentioned that on Monday. I could be wrong. It's Wednesday for me right now. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. But that's great. We're always excited. We know that the race to the first 100 is as challenging as ever before. It's the Bankroll is up on the screen. For anybody that's brand new in the chat, I'm just going to ask if you haven't already had a chance to really go through our video description. We have a few instructions there. Some of them might seem arbitrary, but I promise you they've served us well over the last 3.5 years. We just want to make sure everybody maximizes the value for the time they spend here and has the best chance of interacting with everybody. If that makes sense, you'll find out what I'm talking about when you read the video description. That's just for anybody new. I haven't updated it in another month or so. It's the Bankroll is working on 1,200 subscribers. So let's look at how their shorts are doing right now. Let's look at the latest one. I'm not going to run it. I just want to see for a second. So what they're talking about is the idea of adding some production value, but this looks really cool. And this is what I'm talking about, these animations, like I mentioned earlier from Doof Doof Paranormal. I'll give you a thumbs up. It's the Bankroll's bringing us bite-sized information here, but this creator wants to help with our finances. We got a few friends in the Tuber Chat family. I'm not sure if budgeting just because is here right now, but Lisa J. Stocks, I think, came in as well. And I'm grateful to have a few of these channels, like the Stock Explorer, some of these channels, friends, that want to help us with finance. The reason why is because I know monetization is on 99% of our minds. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from that monetization? So that's what It's the Bankroll is going to help us with. Not only low-income budgeting, not only early retirement and mortgage payoff, ideas. They're also going to show us cash stuffing challenges. If you haven't already seen this, they show us the tools that they use for this kind of thing. They show us how to bring in extra streams of income with different apps and programs that are out there. And I think that's wonderful because I promise you, there are a lot of different ways to monetize even your YouTube content outside of the YouTube partner program. Lots of different ideas. Dividend investing, they'll talk about dollar cost averaging and helping us find the money we need to save and invest. So I hope everybody will connect with It's the Bankroll. I'm personally going to be looking forward to seeing shorts from this creator based on what they've said today in the chat. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Paranormal Highway, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Follow the Bradley's Fun. I hope I said hello. I saw you come in a little while ago. Home Bartending with John is coming up right now. This is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. Although, pardon me, because I can't remember the name exactly of the channel. If it's Mr. Evans, Mixed Drink Reviews, I think it is. I'll have to see the channel come into the chat again to be sure. But they were doing something where they were mixing a monster fishbowl drink. So I might have to change my speech now. But Home Bartending with John wants to teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. We don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John's got here, but he does show us what it takes to keep a bar like this replenished and the tools we're going to need behind the bar to make some of our favorite cocktails. Lawn Lifters, good to see you here. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts, good to have you in the house. Globy's Travels, I know you've been here for a while. Hopefully I said hello as well. Home Bartending with John is working on 500 subscribers. They're getting there, so hopefully we can push them a little bit closer. They've got a lot of reviews on their channel as well. This is really cool. Somebody like myself, I get set in my ways. I don't drink often, but when I do, I drink the same 4 or 5 things all the time. But it's nice to see that John will give us an opinion about something before we have to go and spend money on it and find out we may or may not like it, right? So this is a good idea. This is interesting because I saw the thumbnail for this as well. Peanut butter chocolate milk stout review. So that's got to be really interesting. I can't imagine a beer that was meant to taste like peanut butter chocolate milk. But we're going to find out what that's like. I've got it in my ketchup list. Now, the reviews are on top of the recipes that he gives us, and John might do some comparisons between different liquors and liqueurs, as well as he'll give us collections of cocktails like mocktails, non-alcoholic, or low-calorie cocktails, which is something that might be popular with some of our friends helping us with healthy eating and healthy living and healthy lifestyles. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 2,000, even 7,000 views and beyond. And then live streams are something they've done in the past. We'll keep an eye on the channel, see if they're going to keep those up. I see a little bit of action in the chat. So we'll see what's going on with Izzy gifting another membership. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts will be happy to have that. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So I've got them on there now. I did add a couple of sections to the wheel a while ago, by the way. Scratch and PPA luckily reminded me on Monday when I forgot. But I add a name, which is a section on the wheel that allows me to add somebody out of the chat list that's not already on the wheel and hasn't already been seen sooner than we otherwise would have. And I have a section on the wheel called Clear the Wheel. And what that's going to allow me to do when it comes up, which is completely random, of course, is I'm going to be able to wipe all of the names off of the wheel and then replace everything with any of the, first of all, members that are still here that haven't been seen yet. And it helps us get through the whole process quicker so that we can get to some channels that will have been waiting for a while. Sometimes it takes up to a couple of hours to get onto the wheel or the screen here. I know not everybody has that much time, but we do what we can to get through as many channels as we can in 3 hours. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. We're going to look at Izzy next because we treat those gifted memberships like super chats. So we'll put their channel up right now and then follow the Bradley's Fun Drop to Super Chat. We'll put their channel up next. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Now, Izzy is an interesting channel. I'm just going to see how far down the search results they are for us here. Izzy is an incredibly popular and short name for a channel. So I'm going to get to them from their handle. And that happens to be Izzy Pops. Because I've already typed it in before, it comes up in my browser easily. For me, that's a little hint for anybody. If you happen to be on a computer and looking at some friends' channels, and for the life of you, you can't remember what the handle was and the name's complicated, if you head into your browser bar and just put that @ symbol and start typing what you think the name is, it'll probably come up pretty quickly in most cases. So there's Izzy Pop's handle for anybody that needs to get to them. But just keep in mind, please, that it's always a better service for all of us when we search, find, and click on each other's names. If you can imagine, over months, if hundreds of different people are searching, finding, and clicking on your name, your channel is going to rise up the search results. And then eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when people are looking for your particular channel. That goes for all of us. Now, Izzy has an incredibly short and popular name. Otherwise, I find that 99% of creators get to number one in the search results long before they have about 800 subscribers. It could even be sooner. But shorter and easier to remember names can struggle a little while longer. So we want to do everything we can for each other. I hope everybody will search, find, and click on Izzy Pops. But this creator as well is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're live frequently, and they do have a spectacularly beautiful looking image on their banner. All their thumbnails match, the avatar matches. These really are outstanding. And then they've got some shorts on the channel as well. They promise to bring us variety. They've been doing a lot of music and animations lately. Shorts, one of these has got 12,000 views as a breakout short, many over 1,000, which is great. And then live streams, like I said, are frequent. So I just caught them a few hours ago. They're live almost every day, maybe every other day-ish. But we've always got our notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. Follow the Bradley's Fun is coming up next, but what we'll do right now is go for 3.5 minutes on a break. We'll come right back. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back, and we're about to look at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Simply Vigo is still in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And I know a lot of people say encouraging things in the chat. I don't always recognize everything. I miss a lot that goes on in the chat. I basically kind of skim over while we're streaming, just in case somebody's mentioning something for me, and I miss a lot. But I do appreciate when everybody gives these encouraging thoughts to each other. You know, one of the things we all have to remember, we don't have to, but you know what I mean, is that there are always people that are brand new starting their YouTube journey. And no matter how long we've been on, for me it's 6.5 years, for many people here it could be a year, it could be a month, could be a week, could be 15 years even. I don't think we have any 15 years today, but we do have a couple people in the Tuber Chat family that have been here that long. So it could be anywhere in between, but some people are just starting. So it's wonderful that we have these encouraging things that we can share with people. And over a small amount of time, if somebody was to find, you know, us here in the Tuber Chat family and hang out in the stream for a little while, they might realize how supportive everybody here is, because it goes far beyond what I'm able to even talk about in my short, sometimes long speeches. Mark the Shark, I'm so happy. I know you said you're driving, but just in case you can see it, there's your hat right there. I am putting together my new office, and a permanent fixture in my office is Mark the Shark's hat. I specifically placed that. It was probably next to the Canadian flag. It was the first thing that I thought of to put on the top of my hutch there, so that it would be seen at all times. Mark the Shark's actually sent over a couple of different hats, for which I'm grateful, far over and above and overly generous. So Follow the Bradley's Fun comes to us with a travel channel. They take us on a lot of different adventures, travel-based usually, a lot of vlogging, and they live stream as well. They're growing, rapidly, but we see that they've got a few new videos, a couple that I haven't seen yet. I'm going to put one of these in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to have a look at SeaWorld. You know, it's when I was too young to remember, I actually went to SeaWorld. And I get to know that I've been there. I'm sure we have pictures around. I'll have to go and look. My parents didn't do a too bad job of taking pictures when I was really, really young. I wish I kept that up during my teenage and early adult years. We've all gotten better now that we have phones in our pockets all the time. But Follow the Bradley's Fun is going to show us what SeaWorld is like right now. And many other places as well. As you can imagine, when we dig through their thumbnails, when we get into shorts videos, they've had some great success here as well. 17,000, 23,000, 48,000, and one that is just almost 250,000 views, 246,000 views, which is great to see. Of course, they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Always smiling, always enthusiastic, always energetic, and they've got some live streams here as well. So they were live a couple weeks ago. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these again soon. It's already been a month, but I've got the notification bell on for every single channel that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. We see Follow the Bradley's Fun will bring us Orlando, Florida, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, resorts, travel and highlights, and vlogging. So let's spin the wheel. I added another clear the wheel section, so that will likely come up sooner than later. We never really know. It's always random. And then Pretty Witty and Risky is coming up. This is a creator who's been giving us a great amount of help on our music channel, for which I'm grateful. So it brings to mind the idea of swapping playlists. So if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel where all of that music is available, and it's also available on all major music platforms. So after Tuber Chat tonight, in another couple of hours, we'll go over to that music channel. You can see what I'm talking about. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. Pretty Witty and Risky's been over there many times, but they also left me a comment a couple weeks ago letting me know that they were going to help out with some watch hours that was unsolicited, and I was really grateful for that. So I think I've got their playlist running in the background right now, and let me just double check if I'm right about that. I thought I had Pretty Witty and Risky here. I could be mistaken. I got to run those again. I got Get to the Farm on there right now. I had Jesse Miller Unboxings and More the other day, and a few other creators. Kaiser Gaming YT was there. So for anybody that wants to swap playlists, you're free to do that here in the chat. And then just know most of our moderators do it, even though they're monetized. And almost everybody in the Tuber Chat family is willing to swap playlists. It's still a benefit to monetize channels for two reasons. One, we want to think about maintaining our watch hours, which they say is an important thing. Most creators don't have to worry about it, but it's nice to give it some reinforcement. And then, when somebody runs a playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end. That can bump up the averages on your entire channel for retention, how much somebody's watched your video through, if that makes sense. So there's other benefits as well, but these are the simple things that make the most sense. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, thank you for a super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course. And for that reason, we'll look at Jesse Miller Unboxings and More's channel next. She's actually got a premiere coming up tomorrow. We'll talk about that. But Pretty Witty and Risky, I just wanted to recognize that because they were talking about helping us out with watch hours on the music channel, for which I'm grateful. Emotion New Soul is here as a member and a moderator, a talented singer and songwriter. I'm going to get them on the wheel right now. And we'll talk about Pretty Witty and Risky. They are going to bring us lottery scratch tickets as well as some slot gameplay. And let's have a look through their videos here. We see that shorts have really done well, getting into 2,000, even 3,000 views and beyond. I had no idea how big the lottery ticket scratching community was on YouTube until we started Tuber Chat. And Scratch and PPA, for instance, must have, I say it all the time, but he must have put a lot of contemplation into what he was going to do before he did it, because we knew him as PA in lots of different chats. And then when he decided to start producing content, he teased. First of all, you can go back and watch the trailer for Scratch and PPA, and then has entered 3 years ago, entered the lottery scratch ticket community. Which is great to see, but it is vibrant and full of a lot of generous and exciting creators. Live streams on the channel are frequent as well. I caught them about a month ago. Hopefully I'll catch you again. I'm going to put the notification on for the one you've got going on Saturday. That's a little bit late for me. I usually am Betty by 11 or 12 at night. They're going to be on at 1 a.m. my time, and my time zone says that that's happening on Saturday. So 1 in the morning to me means night, but that's actually right before Scratch and PPA's birthday. His birthday's on the 16th. But hopefully I'll catch that. If I happen to be up late that day, I certainly will. And we've got notification bells on for every channel in the spirit of catching as many live streams and premieres and everything else as we can from each other all the time. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. Thank you again, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, for another super chat. She's done that countless times before. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you for yours as well again. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Hopefully we're moving a little bit faster through channels now. I'm going to try, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Now It's Dark says they've got a scratch-off short with 11 million views. That's wonderful. I may not have already seen that or noticed it. I was just looking at your channel the other day. Did it say you have 14,000 subscribers, or am I mistaken? Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is going to drop a premiere tomorrow. Now you can see that you're able to set notifications here for premieres and live streams, even though you have the notification bell on. So in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other, whether or not you think you can make it at that exact time, my recommendation is always to engage with everything. Always turn every notification on, right? You'll see, I'm going to clear my notifications right now, and you'll see how many times I have to flip the page to get that back up to more than 9 notifications. It should take only minutes. So I'm looking forward to this premiere. It's happening at 3:30 Eastern tomorrow. What Jesse Miller Unboxings and More typically brings us are monthly subscription mystery boxes. Most of us have seen these different things. She does a lot of different types, a lot of jewelry lately, but she might get into snacks. She might get into some stationery stuff. They literally make subscription boxes for almost anything you can think of these days. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is going to give us a look into those, as well with shorts videos where they feature a lot of the products that they found within these unboxing videos. And then live streams are occasional. So again, we've got the notification bell on for every channel, so we can hopefully catch her the next time she decides to go live. For today, we'd love to push her a little bit closer towards the 1,900 subscribers that we know that she's thinking about. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we'll see what Lisa J. Stocks has got going on. So thank you again, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I know I say it all the time, but it really is absolutely unnecessary, even though very much appreciated. And then Lisa J. Stocks is somebody who's going to help us with our finances. Again, I mentioned her channel earlier. Marketplace Boutique. Forgive me, I may not have put your channel on the wheel already. Forgive me for that. I know not everybody can read the wheel, especially if you're on a phone. It's kind of tough. But if any of our members are unsure if you've been added to the wheel, if you don't actually hear me call your name out, hopefully you'll be patient with me, but just give us a nudge. I'll be happy to have a push to make sure I don't forget. I'd rather do something twice than not do it, of course. Now, Lisa J. Stocks, like I said, is going to help us with our finances. She's going to talk stocks, but she's going to talk a lot more, including the motivation that we need to, first of all, save money or find money to save so that we can invest. She's going to talk about a lot of the technical aspects like dividends, dollar cost averaging, as well as she's very forthcoming about her own portfolio. She literally talks about her own individual trades, her portfolio, and she brings guests onto her live streams to talk more about the aspects of investing or saving money for the purpose of investing. She's got some shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into 5,000, even 7,000 views. More variety here, but we see this from most creators here in the Superchat family, bringing variety into their shorts regardless of whether their channel has a niche or category. I'm going to take her latest video and see what they've got going on with this Rumble. That's another social network, by the way. I'm going to see if what they've got going on there. Eyeing TikTok. I wonder what they're going to do. I'm interested to see what you've said in that video. Lisa J. Stocks has a lot of compelling content. I've been lucky enough to catch her live a couple of times, but watched quite a few videos from her. And personal finance is something I believe everybody could take an interest in. One of these days I'm going to talk about some of the new things that I've done, but I'll show you an example. Up here, very meticulously, was planned the idea of putting a bunch of books on this shelf so that I can eventually talk about those. And a couple of them will be about personal finance. So like The Richest Man in Babylon. I got the wrong version of it. I'll have to replace that, but that's there. As well as Think and Grow Rich is something that doesn't necessarily just talk about finance, but one thing that I'm sure Lisa J. Stocks will like is the idea that I've got the collector set from the Rich Dad Poor Dad collection, all 3 of the best-selling books over there, which I've read all of these books, of course, at least once, most twice, actually. But these are ideas I'll talk about because personal finance is something that I find interesting. I know for some people it can be almost boring, dare I say, when it comes to the idea of spreadsheets and numbers and analytics and things like that. But we all have money in common, just like we all have food in common. We all have health or, our physical wellness, let's say, in common. So it's something I think we can all use help with. And that for that reason, I'm that much more grateful that we have these channels to help us with our finances, like Lisa J Stocks, It's the Bankroll Budgeting, Just Because, and the Stock Explorer, of course. Sister Winnie, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. She never forgets that thumbs up. Sister Winnie's been a friend of a long, long, long time. I'm thinking at least a couple of years, if not 3 already. And Fairbrick Studio is up on the screen right now, so we'll see what they've got going on. They've been playing another game lately, so they do a bit of video gameplay, but they started their channel with Lego stop motion videos, and they expanded into gameplay, and there's a bit of a fusion here because they've got this Lego tower game that they actually got me playing for a while, and they sent over a bunch of help in that as well. I've been off it for a while now. You'll notice I've been off it since Christmas because I got a new tablet. My girlfriend, Kristen Welton, gave me the Amazon Fire tablet. I did a review of that, by the way, but I haven't put that game on that tablet yet. I was using it on an older one from many years ago. But Fairbrick Studio has been extremely helpful in that way, as well as supporting, first of all of my channels, and those of us here in the Tuber Chat family being here for almost every live stream as well. Now, they've also gotten into a lot of shout outs here. There's Yellow Shirt Dad right there. They've got the same wheel we're using here. Wheelofnames.com is where we get this wheel. It's free for everyone. But look at how many channels they're shouting out there. It's really, really cool. And it's great to see some familiar faces, and that's in between their video gameplay. They've also got some shorts that have done really well, getting into 10,000, 12,000, even 15,000 views, and then live streams are an idea for the future. So hopefully everybody will connect with Fairbrick Studio. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Mr. Fulton Mraz always comes in the chat with good news. That's a creator I've been friends with for about 4 years, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. So I hope everybody will connect with Mr. Fulton Mraz, and that's wonderful that you won that first game already. And Mr. Fulton Mraz gets involved in a lot of different things and brings us good news. They get involved in things like they've done a few tryouts for, not The Voice. What's the other channel? What's the other joke? Not America's Got Talent. I forget which one it is. Everybody in the chat will remember what those singing shows are. But Mr. Fulton Mraz has been involved in some of that stuff, which is great. And they do a lot of interviews on their channel. Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook. Forgive me, I didn't realize we're not already connected. Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook happens to be a member here, but they've been with us for a little while now. I'm thinking at least a couple of weeks, if not a month already. But what I usually do here, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos from this morning, actually. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. It's a special playlist that we all have. And that is something that's going to allow me after the stream today to go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, put the notification bell on like I always do, and that should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook has got some shorts here, getting into well over 400 views, almost 500 actually. They've got almost 400 subscribers as well, and they go live frequently. So I'm going to set some notifications for your live streams right now as well. I see they're going to be live on Friday, and then again next Monday and Wednesday by the look of it. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about those days. And I'll look forward to getting to know Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook. Crochet is their passion, of course. They make baby blankets, scarves, Afghans, and they donate yearly to local schools and things like that so they can help keep kids stay warm, which is great. And then, let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Thank you, Fairbrick Studio. And I'm screaming at the camera still. Everything I try, I can't stop. 49 more. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. 49 more is a channel that's been with us for, I think, about a month now as well, maybe a little bit longer. 282 subscribers is still a channel I'm getting to know. Farming, gardening, hunting, product reviews, wildlife, and prep videos. We find a lot of that similarly from our homesteading friends. I'm just going to grab this protein tub potatoes. Yes, planting red potatoes. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, or get caught up with creators. It'll give me another piece of content to watch. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams and premieres. I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. So 49 more is working towards 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. We see that their shorts have done really well, getting into 5,000, 6,000 views, even 10,000 and 12,000 on one of these. And I'll look forward to getting to know the channel more as we hopefully push them towards the 300 that I'm talking about. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And Scratch and PPA is coming up right now. Most of you will agree this is one of the most supportive creators that you will have met on YouTube. I certainly feel that way myself. I've been on for what's getting close to 7 years. Next year, next month, I get to say 7 years on YouTube. And Scratch and PPA has been with Superchat almost from the beginning. If you can imagine, this creator has been here more than 650 times, if I am not mistaken, for hours at a time. Now, I know not everybody can be here every day or for hours at a time, every time we stream, and I do appreciate every moment, but I just want to recognize that so that you can understand how supportive Scratch and PPA has been to us and to me. He literally supports every single thing I do on every single channel that I touch, for which I'm going to be eternally grateful. Now, it's interesting too, and forgive me because I'll get into another speech about generosity here, but if you really think about it, so Superchat itself, just this channel, is on about 3 times a week for 3 hours at a time. Even in the early days, we were on for an hour and a half-ish, right? Scratch and PPA has been here for most of that ever since finding us after the first 30 or 40 episodes. He only puts out 1 video per week usually. I'll talk more about his content because he's put out some new stuff this year. But typically he puts out the Scratch Challenge series of videos every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. They run anywhere from about 8 to about 17 minutes depending on the status of the giveaway in his series and the length of the intro on the premiere, which is usually 5 minutes. But he still goes out and supports people much more than they could possibly ever support him in return, and he does it anyway. So the reason why I put so much focus on that is just to explain the generosity that's out there. How lucky are we all to have found Scratch and PPA? It's only by chance, as a matter of fact. If I remember right, Scratch and PPA found me through another creator that I'm connected to, and then after finding us here, has been an integral part of the Superchat family and channel and everything else. So I hope everybody will connect with him. We'd love to push him towards the 2,000 subscribers he's thinking about. He's been officially on the road for a while. He's going to have it any time now. And Scratch and PPA, like I said, has this video series that's been going on well over 3 years now, the Scratch Challenge, where he pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. He's had presentation at the forefront of his mind ever since the beginning. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails, which feature content and a hint about the giveaways in his video series. His banner is updated every single week, if you can imagine. And then he runs these premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And if you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC, Garden State Gardener, the Stock Explorer, and a few others. And it's very fast paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. His video editing has been complimented ever since his very first production. And this year, he expanded his content by bringing us his very first live stream outdoors in Italy when he went for a vacation. He also brought us a lot of vlogging style shorts videos where he took us around the different areas he visited, and brought us a lot of Italian lottery tickets that we otherwise might not have seen. So I hope everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA and check out the expansion in content on the channel, and connect yourself with a beloved and dedicated moderator here, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey. So next up, let's spin the wheel. We'll see what's going to happen. We're going to go on break for about 3.5 minutes. Again, we do that almost every half hour. We're going to come back with Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart. This is a creator that's actually been with us for what I think is a few months now, but a channel I'm still getting to know. So we'll look forward to seeing it in 3.5 minutes. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We're back in 3.5 minutes. Pardon me, I stepped away there for a second, but we're back and looking at Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart. And pardon me while I scan through the chat. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We've still got a while to go. We can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like. And that's lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. So Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're a Louisiana hunting and fishing family, born and raised. Their husband is also an Army veteran. They're a stay-at-home wife and mom. They've always had Alaska in their hearts. So we'll have a look through their content here for a quick second. Most of their videos are quite short, but I'm going to grab one of the longer ones here. I'm just going to grab this 3-minute video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That's a perfect size video for connecting. By the way, we're always trying to find videos that are 3 minutes or longer. Only once in a while you're going to find a creator that doesn't have a video over 3 minutes. Then we just take more than one. But most creators will have them. So that's a perfect video to connect with. We watch the video from beginning to end, leave a comment while we watch, and then subscribe, give the thumbs up, of course, and put the notification bell on. Now, Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart has got some shorts here as well. These bring a lot of variety, like we see from most creators. A lot of cooking videos in there, as well as some outdoor content. And we see that they've gotten into 3,000, 3,600, 3,700 views, which is great to see, as well as a live stream they did a couple of months ago. We'll see if they're going to continue those. We've got the notification bell on, so we have the best chance of catching them. And we would love to push them towards the 300 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about as well. And then, To Be Irish Live, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully, again, I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So we'll see now it's dark. And this creator's another one that's got a couple of channels. They've been giving us an unreasonable amount of help on our music channel lately. I think they're within our top 5 supporters of the last month or two. Roadkill Gaming Jory, I see you in the chat. I'm just going to put you on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I'm going to clean up the wheel a little bit here. Add another clear the wheel section, which I should have done already. And what will happen is when that comes up, which is random, I'll wipe all the names off the wheel, and then I'll reload with any of the members that we haven't seen yet that are still in the house. Now It's Dark is here. Sorry, forgive me. I don't know why I was thinking that subscriber number that I mentioned earlier, but look at this. They're at almost 9,800 subscribers. Now It's Dark has actually been a longtime friend. They've come into Tuber Chat occasionally. They've got a second channel that we'll look at in a moment. So Horror and More. And I'm just going to grab your trailer video here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. When somebody features a video on their front page, after I've run that video or watched it, it should disappear for me when I next go to your channel. We have the opportunity, of course, to put a trailer or a featured video at the top of our channel. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm just going to look at another... Oh, that might have been a trailer review. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I didn't read the title thoroughly. Now I see your latest video is a trailer review. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to keep caught up with your channel a little bit as well. Shorts over here have gotten into 60,000, 125,000, and one, yes, over 11 million views. My dear goodness, that is spectacularly great. They give you an introduction to the channel on the About section there, and then we'll get into the live streams, and we see that they're live frequently as well. I thought I caught you for one of these, but maybe I'm mistaken unless you were on somebody else's channel. A couple months it's been, and then let's look at their second channel, the 70s Culture. They've been giving us a lot of help on our music channel, like I was saying. We'll go and look at that in an hour and a half after Tuber Chat. It's a virtual nightclub over there, and all of our music is there. It's all copyright-free music that we own, that everybody can use in their videos and live streams. I'm going to take this intro video. I'm going to do the same thing I said from the other channel. I'm going to look through your videos, and I'll take this latest one. I see you put that up yesterday. I'll put that into my catch-up list as well to give me another piece of content to watch. Looking forward, of course, to celebrating the 70s. I was mistaken. I had the 70s culture running on one of these streams over here on another computer. I might have already been through it. The 70s culture has only got a limited number of videos so far. And then shorts we've got that have gotten into 2,600 and 2,700 views, which is great already, and 63 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. We know that that road is more or as challenging as ever before. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a quick moment. That might be the highest running shorts video that we know of in the Superchat family. We have seen another creator with, I think, 2 and 3 million. And for the life of me, I can't remember which channel it was. We've got lots of creators that have got them in the hundreds of thousands. But 11 million is quite a monstrous amount. So I'm just going to look through my chat list here. I had a section come up on the wheel called Add a Name, and what that allows me to do is add a name from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation during the course of the stream. So Forever Goshlin 3004 is going to be put on the wheel right now, and then I'll spin again. I'll take that section off the wheel in another second here if it doesn't come back up. And it looks like it's going to be Canadian Family Life that we're going to look at right now. Canadian Family Life comes to us from New Brunswick, so a fellow Canadian. And the creator behind this channel is Tiffany. We talk about Tiffany often. We've got 3 or 4 Tiffany's that I know of in the Superchat family, but Canadian Family Life's here with us just about every single day. And then when we look at Canadian Family Life, we see that they've crossed 3,100 subscribers. It's actually one of the fastest growing channels that we've seen in the Superchat family in the last 3.5 years. They've just been on more than a year now and have already got 3,000, which is great to see. I believe that the biggest reason for that is because Canadian Family Life is so unbelievably supportive to others. The second they came into the Superchat family, they'd only been there about a month, and I was already assuming they'd been there like 6 months because they were giving so much support to so many creators. I was already confused. So hopefully you take inspiration from the idea that they're that supportive, and that's the kind of support you can expect back from this creator. They bring us a lot of grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos, daily life, family fun, container gardening, happy mail videos, channel shoutouts, and occasionally live streams as well. They're monetized, of course. One of the first 2 channels that we know of that was monetized under the newer restrictions of 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time. Live streams are occasional. They celebrated a birthday. Was it only... Why am I confused about this now? A couple of days ago. I thought it was longer ago. Something about Canadian Family Life. I always think things are longer ago than they were. But that must have been... it wasn't on Monday, was it? That's why I'm confused. Maybe it was on Sunday, and that's what I'm thinking of. But that's okay. They go live occasionally, so we'll keep the notification bell on. Catch them the next time they go live. They've got some shorts that have really done well. We've watched one of these grow, but we've seen a couple more now that have gotten into 2,500 and even 5,500 views, which is great to see. And then Canadian Family Life has also inspired their husband to start a channel. Chris's Creation Fun is coming up. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other, by the way, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chris's Creation Fun is bringing us a combination of 3D printing and do-it-yourself videos talking about solar, as well as repairing, I think, this 3D printer, right? Fixing both things at the same time. 79 subscribers right now. We'd love to push this creator towards the first 100. And they've got a few shorts already that have started to move into even over 300 views, which is great. So hopefully we'll see some more. They've been posting fairly frequently. Hopefully we'll get them up to a video a week. For anybody that's not already posting a video a week, I don't want to stress anybody out over it, but if you can get to that point at some point in the future, then what you'll find is that that's enough to make a channel grow organically. And then everything we do around here just speeds up the process. Black Guns and Gardens, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support for that reason. I'm going to put your channel up right now. We'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. Black Guns and Gardens has done that many times before. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. I'll spin the wheel right now. Black Guns and Gardens is going to bring us gardening, preparedness, as well as self-defense. And this creator now is working on 2,700 subscribers. They've been a friend of as long as I can remember. I think it's well over a year and a half. It could be 2 years now. I could be mistaken. Black Guns and Gardens has got a couple new videos here over the last couple of weeks. They just put one up yesterday. I'll put that in my catch-up list right now. And they give you an idea on their About page of how they're going to take us along on their family's journeys through self-sufficiency with things like gardening, preparedness, as well as self-defense. When we get through their channel, you'll see that they bring us typical homesteading type content, some product reviews as well, and some shorts that have gotten into 2,800, even 4,700 views and beyond. So hopefully everybody will connect with Black Guns and Gardens. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that 2,700 subscribers that I was mentioning. Ron's Keto Cafe is coming up right now, and I hope I said hello to them in the beginning of the stream. I'm not 100% sure. I just hope that I did. I don't mean to miss anybody ever. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Ron's Keto Cafe is going to be featured in the next few streams, as a matter of fact. Rock Chick Beauty, thank you, by the way, for another super chat. She's done that countless times before as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. But Rock Chick Beauty's been another friend of about 3.5 years as well. And we'll talk about our channel next before I spin the wheel again. Ron's Keto Cafe is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living. He gives us a look into his life, takes us in on a journey talking about his day, how he plans, his weight loss journey of over 100 pounds, and some recipes. A lot of talking head videos. I've been lucky to catch him live a few times. He's got another video here, a spaghetti sauce, which will be interesting. I didn't mean to download that, but that's okay. I'll add that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with him. And live cooking and weekly updates. One shorts video so far, but he's also got these live streams like I was talking about. So I caught him a couple weeks ago. Hopefully I'll catch him again soon. He's live every couple of days, and we've got the notification bell on for every single channel that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And thank you, Rambling with the Brooms, for starting a party in the chat there. And next up is going to be Jamie Marie. Oh, I'm mistaken. Sorry. I got ahead of myself there. That was a close one. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is coming up. I've been catching her live, too. I caught her live the other day. I think a couple days in a row. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Here we go. Yes. And she's posting videos frequently also. She's, of course, taking us on travels, particularly with cruising. We've got this very vibrant travel and cruising community in the Tuber Chat family, especially over the last year or so after things started to open up in the cruising industry again. 508 subscribers, so we're very excited for Elisa's Adventures in Cruising to cross that 500 milestone. It's an important milestone now in everybody's YouTube journey. And I've taken her latest video, put that in my catch-up list, so it looks like she's heading on to a cruise. on Carnival again. That's where I hear the party's at, as a matter of fact, from our cruising friends. 1,600, 2,500, 2,800 views on some of these shorts. And I see that some of these are with some familiar faces as well. Sea Legs Journey's featured in a few of those. And then live stream, she's got a few more coming up. So yeah, it's a couple. So I caught her a week ago, and then she's got more coming up in a few days, and she's got a few set up almost in a row here. So we've got our notification bell on, but I've also set the notifications for those. Hopefully I'll catch her for these, and hopefully we can push her on the road now towards 600 subscribers. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is here with us frequently, but I see her out supporting other creators all the time as well. Oh, pardon me, I wasn't supposed to spin the wheel. Forgive me for that, but Rock Chick Beauty, look at that luck. It actually came up on your name. Rock Chick Beauty is meant to be next. They dropped a super chat just a few moments ago. I'm going to put them up on the screen right now. They come to us from the UK. It's quite late for them. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA. He was just trying to catch that mistake. Like I said, for those of you keeping score, I make as many mistakes as anybody, probably more a lot of the time. Rock Chick Beauty is working on 1,300 subscribers. Now, this creator's been on YouTube for about 3.5 years, and about 3 years ago, they reset and restarted their channel. So the thought is, could you come back stronger and more solidly the second time around? And that's what she's done. Rock Chick Beauty is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. You can see that this creator has presentation on the forefront of her mind, because every thumbnail, while it's different, gets a professional look, and the consistency comes with the bright, bold headshots that are featured on most thumbnails as well. So she talks all things alternative, but brings us a lot of product reviews, unboxings, some beauty and makeup looks. I caught her for a live stream a couple of months ago decorating the Christmas tree. She goes live occasionally, so hopefully we'll catch her again for another one of these. She's been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter all of this time. Like I said, about 3.5 years. And some of her shorts are doing well, also getting into 1,800, 2,800 views, featuring different types of products and things like that. She's gotten into sponsored videos now as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Rock Chick Beauty. Thank you again for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated always. And she's done that countless times before. And then Coastal Water, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I see another new channel is here. Beyond the Hook is with us. And Lou ASMR, I've seen that channel out in the YouTube streets as well. So thank you for coming in. And Coastal Water, look at that luck. You just came in. I just put your channel on the wheel and it came up right away. And that occasionally happens. The wheel's completely random. Of course, we never know where it's going to land. Coastal Water's been another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. This creator comes to us from what I consider the homesteading community of channels. But Coastal Water brings us a lot of indoor content. She's got a series called Cooking with Coastal, where she takes us into the kitchen. She shares responsibilities with her husband from Backlash Fisherman there. I'm always happy to see that. And these creators are featured on each other's channels all the time. Often you'll find Coastal Water. There's Backlash Fisherman right there in the thumbnail. They're often bringing us on ride-along live streams like these car confessions from Coastal Water. Sometimes she'll take us out for an adventure or do an unboxing video occasionally. She's got some shorts on the channel as well that bring pure variety into 2,500, 3,400 views, even 10,000 views and beyond. And hopefully everybody will connect with Coastal Water. We'd love to push her towards the 1,700 subscribers that she's thinking about. And then I'm just going to look at her husband's channel, Backlash Fisherman here. And this is fishing first, but this creator as well takes us for some of those ride-along live streams like we talked about. And you'll see Coastal Water on his channel just as often. He also does a series called Cooking with Backlash. So this is a husband and wife combo with separate channels. They share responsibilities in the kitchen, which I think is cool. Sometimes Backlash Fisherman will do a StreamYard panel or a hobby hangout in between the fishing videos. And then he's got some shorts that have done well also, getting into almost 4,000 views and won over 6,200. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. We'd love to push him towards the 1,600 subscribers that he's thinking about. Both coastal water and backlash fishermen, together and separately, have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here for a long, long time, at least a couple of years. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is coming up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is up here right now. They love to crochet, crochet, sew, draw, paint, garden, thrift, and travel. They will bring us new adventures as well, and they post frequently as well as live stream. I'm just going to grab their latest video from yesterday. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. They went to Hobby Lobby, which I don't think we have in Canada. I know it's popular with a lot of our crafting friends on YouTube, but Canada doesn't have that. We've got one store called Michael's that I know of, but because I don't do any crafting lately, I would be unaware if there's other places or better places, but I'll rely on our friends in the crafting community to let us know. And then when we get into shorts videos, one of these has now hit 800 views, which is great, and I'll likely continue as they post more and more. Forgive me, I said live streams, but I was mistaken. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts as well has got 538 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 600 that we know that they must be thinking about right now. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. We're going to look at Just Jason, Keto, and more. So this is a channel I was looking forward to talking about today because they have got a shorts video. I'm not sure how new it is because he's been putting out a few of these. We'll go to the shorts first because I wanted to see this. This is the one, Good Morning Thrivers. I knew it was his, first of all, because of the Thrivers, but I knew with the eggs in the pan. And the reason why I say that, so I don't usually watch, actually we won't watch it. I'll leave it as a teaser, but I promise you, you're gonna want to see this shorts video. So it's right there on his channel, one of the latest ones. But he's also, when we look at the popular videos, got a couple of these. I didn't realize this other one has started to really move as well. So he's got another one with a few eggs going on. But this one I've seen with the 22,000. Oh, is it an older shorts video? This one with the eggs in the pan I've seen before. So these are entertaining. So I hope everybody will watch these. I won't give you any more spoiler than that for right this second. Just Jason, Keto, and more, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, particularly when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And I know that diet and idea has become more and more popular over the years. Pardon me. Give me just a quick second. I'll be right back. Okay, forgive me for that. Just Jason, Keto, and more is working on 2,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. Like I said, he's monetized. Now, he's got lots of recipes on his channel. He's very well known for chaffles, but he's got other recipes. And one of the things you might find compelling here is that the recipes that he shares are easy and simple, and only feature a few ingredients. Most things, most people I think are going to probably already have. He's got a lot of motivation on the channel with guests that come on both in videos and live streams to share their life experiences, as well as tips and tricks, trials, tribulations, everything in between. And this creator has gotten into a lot of product reviews as well. I was joking about this GoPro Hero 12 Black, for instance, which is different for the channel. But once in a while, he'll take us out for a little bit of variety. But he also brings us informative content by going to great lengths to go to places like Ketopalooza. He's expected to be back there again this year. Lots of product reviews, and he'll help us make sense of some of the ingredients that we're going to find in a lot of the products that we're going to find that are marketed towards a keto-based diet or lifestyle. And then live streams happen every week at 7:30 Eastern. He occasionally will have a guest with him, but he either way has a vibrant audience that will participate in the chat and share their tips and tricks and knowledge and life experiences as well. They're ready to help us with motivation and inspiration when we engage with the conversation. So our clear the wheel section, pardon me, one of them has come up. So I'm going to get those out of there. What we're going to do right now is go on break for 3.5 minutes. During that time, I'll wipe the names off of the wheel. I'll reload with any of our members or moderators that haven't already been seen that are still here in the chat. And then that will help us get through some more channels that have been waiting. And pardon me, did we see Jamie Marie Crafts already today? No, I don't think we saw this channel yet. So let's go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back and talk about this channel. Oh, pardon me, I just needed an extra second. And we're just about back. So there's Jamie Marie's Crafts. And this is another creator that's been with us frequently. Hopefully I didn't put the wrong screen on there. It should have said we're coming right back. We're usually here for 3 hours, yes. So Jamie Marie Crafts is here with 113 subscribers. I cleared the wheel. We got the clear the wheel section that came up. Puppet Short Films, yeah, thank you for coming in. We got quite a few different channels now. A few new ones have come in. But I've also mixed up the days and times, and I was off for 2 weeks as well, so that changed things up greatly. And we'll continue to mix up the days and times. So Jamie Marie Crafts is fairly new. I'm still getting to know the channel. We'll talk about the content in a second here. I've cleared the wheel, so I'm going to add some more names from our chat list shortly based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Maybe what I'll do, I'm not sure if Jessie Miller's still with us. I think she is. And Emotion New Soul and Marketplace Boutique. Just please let me know if you're still here. Gaming with Debbie, if they're still here as well. I think they are. We'll get that channel on the wheel right now. So Jamie Marie Crafts is up here with 113 subscribers. Like I said, it's a channel I'm still getting to know. The best place for crochet, crafts, and all the random fun, which is great. They've been posting fairly frequently. It looks like more than once a week on average, which is great. Shorts on the channel have just started, but they've already got over 100 views on the first one, which is great. Live streams they've been doing for a few weeks now also. So hopefully we can help push this creator towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I would have probably figured that out, but thank you. I put Jessie Miller back on. We saw that channel not too long ago. It's me, Alec. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Rana Chef International. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. Haha, yeah, imagine. Yeah, me singing. That's likely never happening. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we're shortly going to go over to the music channel. I've been talking about it a few times today. If anybody hasn't already seen our copyright-free music channel, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music you can use in your videos and live streams. We've got a virtual 24-hour live stream going over there. It's like a virtual nightclub with a video game going, and people come in and out all the time. So Forever Goshlin 3004 is a brand new channel in the Superchat family. They've been very active in the chat. I get the feeling right away as soon as they entered this isn't their first rodeo either, which is great. I see that they're connecting with creators, really going to look at their videos, which is a great start to connecting. When I look at their channel, I see they've already got 501 subscribers, which is great. Hopefully we can get them a few more, get that 500 locked in. And then I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is just take this latest video. Looks like a video game actually, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance, or pardon me, I meant to put that in a different playlist, my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Roadkill Gaming Jory has renamed their channel a couple of times, but they have been a dear friend for a long, long time. We'll see what they've got going on for today. And Roadkill Gaming Jory is now over a couple thousand subscribers, so they're growing rapidly. They've got a lot of video gameplay on the channel. So shorts here have gotten into a few thousand views, 4,000, 4,500, even over 8,000, almost 9,000 views. They live stream frequently, so they've got quite a few of these. I'm just going to take the latest one for them. I know it's very lengthy, but I'm just going to put that at the end of my catch-up list so that I can run it over the next couple of days. And Roadkill Gaming Jory is somebody who's here with us frequently, almost every stream actually, I think. And like I said, they've renamed their channel a few times, but we know Jory as a gaming channel. Rambling with the Brooms is coming up now. We'll see what they've got going on. That's Scott. He is a fellow Canadian, closer to our nation's capital, closer to Ottawa. I wonder if he noticed. I wonder if Scratchin' PPA, Corinne's Life, Canadian Family Life, and Rambling with the Brooms and all our Canadian friends noticed the Canadian flag that's on my desk there. It was the first thing I wanted to make sure I had. Rambling with the Brooms is over 2,800 subscribers, so they're growing rapidly right now. And this creator comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. So he brings a lot of indoor content where we get to know him, a lot of outdoor content. We might even catch him in the Sugar Shack making maple syrup. I forget who else just did. I think it was Shane, Paralife TV, just did a maple syrup video. And it was cool because Scratchin' PPA was talking about having done that a long time ago. I remember doing that. We have a place in Ontario called the Courtright Center where we go and learn how maple syrup is made. They let you try some sap from the tree. They let you try maple syrup, and if you're lucky enough, they let you make toffee out of it and this and that. Rambling with the Brooms makes maple syrup every year, and this creator brings a bit more variety as well. I'm just going to take the latest video. They like to travel. They're actually putting together a cruise right now with Lazy Days Ahead with JC and Lisa. They're going to go from Seattle to Alaska in August of 25 for a week. They're trying to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters. They've both got videos and live streams on both of their channels talking about that. Some famous Canadian winter weather there, and some of the shorts here that have now gotten into thousands of views, 3,000. One of them over 7,000 views, which is great to see. Scott is live a couple of times a week. He does Procrastination Thursday and Shenanigan Friday that are long-running live streams. He's always got a vibrant audience in there. Sometimes he brings on StreamYard panel guests as well, and he's always been an advocate for helping others grow. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well as a member, and then he'll go to great lengths to meet up with other creators. There's Jerry from Butler Family Farm in a StreamYard panel right there. Lots of StreamYard panels, but he heads out for meetups and things like that as well. Rambling with the Brooms is going to be working on 2,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. We'll spin the wheel. I'm going to drop the link for that music channel again. Anybody can hop over there anytime. We'll go over there in a few minutes and raid together. It's already running. And it's virtually 24/7, so it's running all the time. And it's all copyright free, so if you're doing a live stream looking for music for the background, you can use that. And then Corinne's Life is here as well. Sam's Logs Trains of More is in the house. It's very late for him because he's coming to us from the UK, but he's here as a member and a moderator, so I've got him on the wheel. Corinne's Life also is a member and a moderator from Nova Scotia. This creator now has 1,000 videos on their channel, if you can imagine. They bring us indoors, outdoors. They could be cleaning, cooking, doing a haul or an unboxing video, product reviews. And they happen to be a small business owner. So I mentioned it earlier in the stream, they actually made the mugs that I hold in my hand every day. But they also print hats and t-shirts and Christmas ornaments and vinyl stickers and everything that can be printed. So it's great to know that we have a creator like this that we can use as a resource when it's time for us to think about merchandise for ourselves. And we get to see how the merchandise is made. She gives us a background look at that. Sometimes she's traveling or taking us out for an adventure as well. This creator's got some shorts on the channel channel that have gotten into 17,000, even 77,000 views on one of these. And this is a creator that's got one that's still moving. This one at 22,000 has consistently grown over a long period of time. She brings us a lot of live streams as well. She's been trying the vertical live system with some success. You can see the view counts on some of these, especially over the last couple of weeks, have gotten into, I think, even hundreds of views and even a couple thousand, as a matter of fact, which is great. So Corinne's Life, like I said, a member and a moderator here. We'd love to push her towards the 2,700 subscribers that she's thinking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And Gaming with Debbie might be a brand new channel for Tuber Chat today as well. We'll see what they've got going on. Gaming with Debbie's been pretty vibrant in the chat today. I think this is our Gaming with Debbie, right? Yes. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something much longer than 3 minutes. Without spending too much time digging. I see you've got some like really long videos, like over an hour as well, and this and that. I think I saw a 6-minute one. I'll take the 6-minute video. I'll put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Some shorts on this channel as well, I see, so I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've got. And then they also live stream, so they've got one coming up tomorrow. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to even catch you for that, but I've got the notification on, and your notification bell will be on before then. Anyway, thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Forgive my quick exit today. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We're going to be back on Friday at a slightly earlier time, and then we expect to be on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More comes to us from the UK as a beloved and dedicated moderator and member. And this creator brings us much more than train videos, as he says in the title of his channel. I'll talk about his content in a second. I hope everybody will come over and see the music channel with us. That's already running. And I've pinned the link as well. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has over 1,900 subscribers. Now, he does bring a lot of train videos, but he brings unboxings and product reviews as well. Lots of live streams that can be either trivia-type games or Q&As or a chance to get to know Sam or updates about the channel. He also has got a lot of train videos, and those can be of the trains or the stations. He could be indoors or outdoors. He could be taking a trip or giving us tips and tricks. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More posts frequently. Actually, he seems to be posting more frequently as his YouTube journey continues. So, like I said, over 1,900 subscribers now, officially on the road to 2K. And 1,400 videos on the channel, if you can believe it, including some shorts here that have gotten into 4,800, 5,500 views and beyond. Live streams on the channel are occasional, but he started taking us outdoors for some of these as well, which is great to see. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, like I said, is posting frequently, and he's been a dear friend of over 3.5 years as well. Marketplace Boutique, you snuck back in just in time. I'm going to get their channel up onto the screen. I spun the wheel just for fun. Thank you everybody again for the time that you spent, and I hope you'll join us on the music channel right now. Otherwise, we're back on Friday. Marketplace Boutique is going to help us with e-commerce. They've been doing this since 1998. They were looking for a career change after working in law, and they wanted to spend more time at home. So they show us how we can find things to buy and then sell online on platforms like eBay. Some of the process are easy stuff. I do some of that myself, shipping and packaging and things like that. Even listing can be quite easy, but the magic comes in finding the right things where you can buy low, sell high at a profit, but still give somebody a good deal. Marketplace Boutique specializes in that. They're working on 700 subscribers right now. They post frequently to give us all kinds of looks into the different things they buy. They even take us shopping for different ideas as well. And then shorts on the channel bring pure variety, but they've gotten into 4,000, 8,000, even 12,000 views. They're here with us just about every single day and happen to be another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Together we travel. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment. Again, forgive my quick exit for today, but we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.